Oh, we really made it through a whole month with no tropical storms or hurricanes? That is impressive, August. I see a Leonardo DiCaprio is single again. I guess time to find out if your beloved belongs to the streets. Welcome to Open Mic. We like to start the show with a few stories or a hot take on a story you're not likely to see anywhere else. I'm from gorgeous Prince George's, and now I spill the tea in DC. So you know these jokes come from a place of love, if that were something I were capable of. Let's start things off in Prince George's County, where the county's ban on owning pit bulls is being challenged by a federal lawsuit.
Now Prince George's County's controversial 25-year ban on owning pit bulls is being challenged in federal court. And it comes after two emotional support dogs were taken from a family in Laurel.
Something about animals doing people things. Did you see that dog in the little jean jacket right there? Yeah, he looked like a dog greaser, like he was one of the extras behind Olivia Newton-John. It looks like the pit bull community is tired of being profiled. I'll be honest. What's that? Oh, it looks like we got a statement from the pit bull community leader, Al Barkton. Let's get right to it. For 25 years, we've been banned from PG County. No walks along the beautiful National Harbor. I don't even know what it looks like. No tailgating at FedEx Field. Think of all the Lincoln logs that should have been left after losses. No snickerdoodles at Iverson Mall. We like snickerdoodles. We will not sit or stay for any of this. Get at me, dog. Woo! Woo! Wow. That was good word from Al Barkton. Al Barkton should work on his bark, though. That was very underwhelming at the end. Got a little hoarse. Pit bulls have made quite the PR comeback since the 90s. They were the dog of choice for killers, the go-to accessory for rugged individuals, the thug equivalent of Paris Hilton's little purse dog. Now, you can see them snuggling with families in DC, wearing whole outfits and whatnot. That is not goon behavior. They've gone fully mainstream. It is time to give pit bulls another chance. Now, sure, they technically might still be the deadliest dogs on earth, but most dogs are dangerous. If they're mistreated, just treat them right. Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. Let's head to Florida for this next story, where in a court filing, the Justice Department said government records were likely concealed and removed from a storage room at former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. Let's go ahead and check out this picture, which is hilarious on many levels. First off, the documents were next to a box with a gold frame picture of a Time magazine cover featuring Trump. It looks like he was personally handling these documents. There's a gaudy, tacky receipt right next to them. And he can't even feign ignorance because top secret is right there in big letters. Now, is this how all classified documents look? Like, is that what y'all do with all of them, or they just do that for Trump? Like, imagine having the childproof secrets for a president. I mean, animals use bright colors as a warning sign. Intelligence agencies did everything they could to say, you know, why don't you leave these documents alone, including saying, leave these documents alone. Yet they still ended up at Mar-a-Lago. I mean, the only way this could be funnier is if Alonzo from Training Day was one of the agents in the raid talking about shoe program, 23-hour lockdown. You're going to be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get through with you. Actually, since it's a former president, maybe squash in Pelican Bay, golf. I chose this next story because the winds of change are blowing, and they're smelling pretty loud. A new Gallup poll showed that more Americans said they smoked marijuana than said they smoked tobacco cigarette in the past week. And I can tell you this, DC already knew that because you were much more likely to pass the smell of weed than cigarettes in this city. Now people are at least confident enough to admit it on a Gallup poll. You know, as long as you're not working for the government, go ahead and speak your truth. The cannabis industry is growing, and the cigarette industry is slowly killing its customers. I mean, they don't make scary daytime TV commercials about weed smokers. They make songs about them. I was going to clean my room until I got high. I was going to get up and find a broom, and then I got high. Ask your parents how that finishes. A smoker tide has turned. A Gallup poll from 1969 found just 4% of Americans admitted they tried marijuana. In 2022, 48% of Americans say they've at least tried it. I'm just saying, the world lived through a whole pandemic. Folks needed a way to relax. Now, time will tell if that number increases or goes up in smoke. Let's head to Australia for this last story, where Crypto.com accidentally transferred $10.5 million to a woman instead of $100. Didn't find out about the error until 7 months later, and now they're having trouble getting their money back. Yeah. Good luck with that. If I woke up with my $10.5 million in my bank account and a 7-month head start, I'd be all the way off the grid. Catch me in my villa in Santorini. That's right, Reese in Greece. The woman the money got sent to is reportedly seeking legal advice and laying low from Crypto.com's attempts to reach her. And anybody that's ever ducked a bill collector can definitely relate to that. I mean, just imagine having millions of dollars, but that money is the reason why you have to screen all of your calls. This is like the definition of hood rich. Gator booze with the pimped out Gucci suits. This whole monologue has been full of me singing early 2000 songs, so you're welcome or I'm sorry, depending on how you fall with that. Crypto.com might get their money back someday, but in the meantime, maybe they can save some time by taking their terrible name off the Lakers' home court. My favorite story? You know, all these stories were good, and they let me relive the Boost Mobile Chirp throwback baggy jean phase of life. But I'm gonna go with Mar-a-Lago because it allowed me to see just how clearly and explicitly labeled highly classified documents are. You learn something new every day.